Good morning from the Office of the Human Rights Defenders and Access to Justice Advocacy Center. My name is Prince Comrade Olushola Adegoye, reaching you from number 11 Ajako Bus Stop, Shasha Road, Shasha, Lagos, Nigeria. And the phone number to reach Human Rights Defenders and Access to Justice Advocacy Center is 090-3000-2474. That is the phone number, and you also have here number is 08160171192. All right, you can follow us on our YouTube, Access to Justice TV, and of course, you are watching us now from YouTube and our Facebook group page, Human Rights Defenders and Access to Justice Advocacy Center, Human Rights Defenders and Access to Justice Advocacy Center Alternative. These are the two pages you can follow us on our Facebook. Today we have a family misunderstanding between one Mr. Augustine and his pretty wife, Favor. Favor and Augustine have been having a very difficulty in living together as a better half. So many things have been involved: threat to life, injuries, damages, fighting in the market. Now most of their customers, they are on the run because they are afraid to be injured, or they don't even want to come and start celebrating fight instead of buying goods from them. Life has never been the same ever since they started fighting. They will fight while the children are there. The woman will get herself drugs because she says she's stressed, and even sleep on top of children. So many things. And if I am the one, I would have sent her to psychiatric and make sure I remind the man as well. But women, after listening to her, the president thought it's just a mere thing that can easily be, that can easily reunite. President gave them time to go and, make up with themselves. Instead of trying to make up with themselves, it gets worse every day. And today they are here, and we are going to talk about separation. We are going to talk about the upkeep for the children, and we are going to talk about their business. Stay with us. Let's hear from the woman first, so that the man will.
No, it's not a complaint.
You are the one that gave that woman mind. You are the one that came to us to complain against your husband. The reason why you came to complain, you will tell the whole world again if you want to take the whole day to tell the whole world what happened, good and fine. We will give another day for the man to respond and tell us what happened, good and fine. Before we now come to today, what you people need.
Okay, sir.
Go ahead.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Good morning to all the viewers. My name is Favor Obioma. It all started a day after my wedding. So, my sister-in-law, my father-in-law, my brother-in-law, after the wedding, they said, why will I go to a lodge with someone that married me? That I don't supposed to go out after the wedding. And I told them that after this wedding, why would she be is the Santos that I went to? They said I starved them hunger, that in the house I left them. And I told them, Mama, you people have more than 5 girls. And from the day that you people came to this place, I have been the one cooking for you, doing everything. So me now going to the Santos stay for 1 day, that was not make me a bad person. They called my mother to come and carry me a day after wedding. My mother said that is not tradition, that they should bring me back. So I was staying with him in violence because he's the father and the mother and the sisters are now telling what is happening in the marriage. So me, I don't have that my own ground to say this is what is happening or this is what I does not want. So, and this thing keep on going. This thing keep on going to the extent that there was a day I wanted to go to the market. Oga traveled from village because whenever he traveled, if I call him, he will not pick my call. So he now came back and said that anytime my call entered, if you want to pick, the way the family used to react, shebi I know that all the whole family hates me, that he was the only one who stood by me. I said, okay, no problem about that. Even if all your whole family.
You can write, Abi. You can write, give him pen and oil. So when you remember something, you just indicate it.
I know that all your family hates me. No wonder if I called, you will not pick my call. Okay, that day when he came back, so I said, now what? Why are you not picking? He told me that he can never pick. That there was a church they took him to. That I'm an obanje, that I cannot give birth. There was a church that they took him to, that they said I can never give birth, that I've removed my womb, that I can never conceive. So my husband said that he said I should tell him the truth. Where did I go and remove my womb? I said, womb one. He said yes. I was angry. How can I remove my womb? Then he now said I should confess. I said, even if I should confess, are you the God, even truly that I removed my womb? Are you the God that I will confess on? Or go to, as a Catholic, go to my parish and tell my parish priest the sin I committed. So before you know, the mother called me on phone. Winch, you are the one that hold yourself for you not to conceive. You are the one that hold yourself. The mother called me on phone. After the call, I got the call. I was crying. I called my mommy to tell my mommy. My mommy now said, marriage of how many months that all these things is happening. So, my husband, my boyfriend, being Augustine.
He was your boyfriend then?
He was, after the peace, this one we are into is not marriage.
And you are still saying then he was your husband?
After the wedding. So, he now took me to this Royal Salvation Hospital here. And the man is a living witness.
Write anything you want to write, sir.
He took me to Royal Salvation. Let people hear. I want all the people to hear. He took me to Royal Salvation Hospital. When after the test, the man asked him, "Why did you bring her?" She said she wants to come and confirm if I am having womb. The doctor was angry. The doctor now told him that even if your father told you that this woman did not have womb, where is menstruation coming out from?
Right.
Sir, this is the man here. The doctor is here. We can go and meet him.
We are not going anywhere today.
Good.
If people are separating.
The man now asked him, Augustine, your father told you that this your wife did not have womb. Where is menstruation coming out from? I was heartbroken. I never knew that each month I want to menstruate, that the sister that is living with us, we call the mother and tell the mother that I'm framing them with pregnancy, that I am not pregnant. So the rumor was just going on that I removed my womb. I have an evidence, even in their village.
Is that the issue now?
No, I'm just saying
she won't finish today's meeting.
Sir, let me pour my heart out and let everything left me.
Go ahead.
So after that, the father said that Augustine should not allow me and him to stay together. One day I came back. Augustine told me that the father said there is no condition that me and him will sleep under the same roof. I asked him why. I said, how can someone just finish wedding and they will be chasing the person out like that? This is a very big shameful thing. Where will I go to? I took knife. That instead of me to face this kind of shame, let me stab myself. So he now brought out my bag for me. Of course, he brought out my bag. Yes. I asked him, where will I go to? This is some months after the wedding. We did our wedding August 25th. So, ending of that August, he said, the father said that we should not sleep under the same roof. I said, what happened? She said, we just wedded. That they said that I know everything that is wrong with me, that make me not to have child. I said, no, I've been child for how many months? Just how many months? He said the father has said it, and he brought out the bag. I said, Augustine, I don't have where to go to, and I cannot go back to my home because it's a very big shameful thing. I carried my bag. I told him, okay, let me go to mountain and take it to state. I went to mountain. I spent more than 2 weeks. Nobody called me. So their grandma now died. When the grandma died, so all of them traveled to the village. People were now asking them, Augustine, when is the wife that you married? Augustine said that I'm in Lagos. They said, no, it's not tradition that he must tell me to come back to the village. That since the grandma is, that they're doing their burial, that I must be here. Augustine now called me 12 o'clock in the midnight on Thursday that I should please come back home. I said, will I come to the home that your father said we should not sleep under the same roof? Or will I come to the home that your father said you should chase me out and you carry my bag out? That I will come, that I can never come to that home. And I called our godparents. Our godparents now tell me that I should please forgive. Since it's them that called me back, I called my mother and my sister. They say since they are the one that called me, that I should come, that I should go to the village to go and meet them. I told my mom that I'm afraid, so that someone will not do anything bad to me. So after that, I was still dragging not to go to the village. Augustine now said that the father was telling all the whole community now that he's not the one that asked him to chase me out. Though that is what the father was telling the villagers, that him on his own, even the family, they are all ashamed. So that I should please, with he begged me. I call our godparents again.
I hope you know the way you are taking it, one after the other.
Sir, yes, I know
I
it.
will be here tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
So I called, I from that Ekiti state, he sent money to me. I collected the money from POS in Ekiti. I went to the village. After their mother, forget about you. I'm telling you what is paining me. I'm telling the whole world the way they are humiliating me. This is not marriage. So after their tradition, after their final burial, I wanted to follow my husband and come back to the Lagos. The parents, the father said, "Laye, that I cannot come to the village, that I can't come to Lagos. That they are taking me back to my family." I said, "Okay, no wahala. They should take me back to my family." Then they now tell Augustine that Augustine should go back to Lagos. So the father now go and organize elders. Before the organizing of the elders, he was there. So when the elders now come, they now ask me a question. They wanted to ask my father-in-law. They said, no, let them ask me first. They now asked me. I said, I don't know what is going on. No. I never knew that it's because of my inability of not being conceived. So later, when the elders concluded, they asked me, if I wake in the morning, Didn't I used to greet my father-in-law? I said I greet. Didn't I used to cook when they bring something to cook? I said I did. Didn't I used to wash his clothes? I said I did. They now asked my father-in-law that all these things you are doing is wickedness, that they cannot partake in this. All of them left. Even my husband, mother last born, said he can never be in the partaker of evil. How can you say someone that just gets married newly because his inability of getting a child just for 8 months, you want to send the lady away? I have girls in my house. Favor, this is the plan of these people. You will not go. I've told them that I am not a partaker of this. I am behind you. Yes, the woman is my evidence till today. So,
what now happened? What did
sir,
you
let me be saying this. So the way it is,
what you are saying now?
sir, is
Maybe you are
it is.
6 years ago.
It is not. It's of recent. It's not even up to 6 years. It's not even up to.
President has attended to this case.
Sir,
Ever
no,
since she
this
attended
one
to it.
he has not attended to this
Okay.
particular one. Yes. So after everything, I discovered that every time when they make call, they will tell Augustine to come back from village, from Lagos, to take me back. Augustine will say laye laye. So this is how I spent almost going to 2 months in their village. So he now decided one day, when people were asking about me in Lagos, he doesn't know how to cover again. He now told the mother and the father that they should bring me back to Lagos. So when I came to Lagos, each time the sister will come to the house to come and make problem. Every time the father will call me on phone to insult me. The mother will call me to insult me. I'm enduring it. Why? Because I did not have a child. That is what I was tolerating the whole insult. So when God now finally blessed me on December period, I called the father. Daddy, I want to wish you Christmas. The man said that I should please, that there is something he wants to tell me. That I should go and ask my mother in a cool voice the kind of witchcraft that my mother initiated me. That makes me that I'm pregnant and I'm sick. The man never knew that my mother was beside me, and the phone was on speaker. My mother now collected the phone. That no wonder my daughter has been telling me everything people have been doing her. I was thinking is a lie. But this one, I saw it in my presence. So this is how you have been maltreating this little girl. Which country, which hell have you seen that forced pregnancy doesn't affect children, affect the mother, not at all of a woman that is pregnant of 2, and you are calling her a witch? When Augustine come back, be my husband, my mother told him, this is what your father said. So this is how people have been maltreating this lady. So Augustine tried to beg my mother that day. Since then, I said I will never call them again. I stopped calling. I don't call any of them. So when I now put to bed, all of them called me. But the one they said, their last one that they said from the village to come and throw my luggages away from me, they started calling me. Then the father now fell sick. Every day the man would be calling me, apologizing. I told the man, if I never knew the man wanted to die, I never knew the man wanted to die. His father. I never knew the man wanted to die. Every day the man would be calling me, be begging me.
I thought he's the same man who wanted you out.
Yes, it's because now that I put to bed.
Okay.
So the man will be begging me that everything he did to me, that I should please forgive him. I told Daddy, you did not offend me. If you people did not insult me, my children will not come. It's because of the insult and the shame you people caused me that made God to bless me with children. I told him, Daddy, and with all my heart, who am I to judge when God has blessed me? Even till the day the man died, I never asked them. His father doesn't call me. But since after my birth, and the father was in hospital, they hospitalized him. The father made me his best friend. My mother is my witness. Him on his own is my witness. To the extent that, for instance, the man will die today. The man called me in the morning. Tell me, favor, these people will maltreat you, but just have strong mind. He called their first daughter. Nonye, yes. He called the first daughter. The first daughter now, he told the first daughter, don't maltreat this woman. The first daughter called them meeting in my presence. Tell them, before our father died, he said we should not maltreat Obioma. That the one we did to Obioma is enough. I never knew this man want to die. And this man called me after calling me to tell me the last apology. This man died. I went. How can this man die? My mother told me that this man wants to die, yo. Then this man cannot just apologize to you. I told my mommy, why? She be, I have children. Now that I have children, and they want to leave the children and die. But as God is not my will, but it is the will of God. Because assume that man is alive. All these things that Augustine is doing, he will not be doing it. So after everything, they started. Augustine started. He will go. He will not come. Even if he come, I will not see him. What brought me to fight him? I did not even fight him in the market though. Was that he spent almost how many weeks outside? I now saw him. Augustine, where did you go since all this while? He said, when will I ask him? When will I ask him? Okay, he said, no problem. Anywhere you like, you can go. Abandon me and the children. God will take care of us. So, I now told him, give me the car key. You told me that we needed a car for the children. You never told me that the car is for a shower. And I contributed money in buying that car. Why will this car not serve the purpose of buying it? Serving the purpose of carrying prostitute, coming back at midnight, 3 o'clock. Even if I did not cut him, I have the evidence. I have his evidence. Because President asked me, did I know the bar and the club he used to go to? And I said yes. President now said that he's not ashamed of himself. How can your wife know the bar and the club you are going to, and you are calling yourself a man? That means you are not a man. So that was what prompt me. I hold him here inside the shop. Tell him, give me the car key. Let me go home. My children, they are 2.
Which year was it?
This just early last year till this December before we came.
How old is the marriage then?
Just three years. We are going for 4 years. 3 years plus. We are going for 4 years now. This 2018 will make it 4 years.
5 years.
2018. Calculated it, sir, please. The wedding was 2018. So I said, give me the key. He refused. Okay, people around there now said, go with your wife. Augustine, this thing you are doing is not good. No matter anything, go with your wife. Before I will come, Augustine has soon off the motor. I now carry keke, Okada, and followed him. So when we now get to where traffic is, I drop. I said, that thing that I do, that will have this kind of maltreatment, and that will have this kind of hatred, that I marry you people with my full heart. I never made you people for one day for marriage. And you people married me. Your mother will maltreat me, your sister, everybody, your father. You people will be treating me bad as if I'm a slave. Let everything that wants to happen today, let it happen. I dragged the motor, he locked it. Then all the alayes that was in that arena.
Familiar voice.
Yes, they came out, they wanted to beat him. That how can you be treating, you call this woman your wife? How can you be treating a woman that you married this way? Oh yeah, open that motor. He refused to open that motor and now sit on his bonnet. Then the other people now drag him. That if he did not open this motor today, that they will break all the whole motor. That he must open the motor, and I entered there. He now opened the motor. I entered. When we came home, our neighbor, because they have known us, that he used to go out without coming back. So when we get home, our landlady called me and asked me, favor, what is going on? He will call my mother. Come and carry her. She's not a wife material. She's not the one that she wanted to marry. That the mother said they cannot marry her. That she has a very bad character. That I am evil. So that thing that makes me not a woman. That I am not qualified for him to marry. That is making the mother to reject me. Have I ever insulted the mother? Augustine, we call my mother in my presence and insult my mother. And insult my mother. My mother will not do it. My mother will not say anything. My mother came to my house when I gave birth to my children. Because when I was pregnant, the parents said that I am a witch. My mother stood beside me. Even my husband couldn't stay even one day in hospital with me. When I was carrying my twins, everybody rejected me. They said that I'm a witch.
You know you are going back again.
I'm not going back. They said I'm a witch. But when I gave birth, thank God, when everybody rejected me, my mother stood with me. So after my childbearing, my mother came to my house, taking care of my baby. So last year, my mother-in-law called my mother that he should pack all his load and leave that house. How can she come with children to come and wreck his son down? How can she come? That she has stayed overdue, that she should pack his load and go. I said, Mama, how can you tell me to chase my own mother away? Someone that stick with me when all of you rejected me. My mommy said that I should not worry, that she will go. I was thinking it's a joke. Oh. Before you know, my mother-in-law came. When my mother-in-law came, they grabbed my mother. They go and call meeting. I never know they have organized meeting at my back. Before I know, everybody fills sitting room. I never even know it's because of my mother. So, after all the whole meeting, people around there now question my mother-in-law that this thing she did is never a tradition. That if my mother should lay a curse on them, that curse will affect them. That he should ask. He said my mother is eating his son's money. They asked my husband, have you ever bought slippers, 1,000 naira or 500, give to this woman since she has been in Omugo in your house? My husband said no. Have you ever bought ordinary Ankara and give to your in-law that came from pregnancy, not your wife from pregnancy, till the day your wife deliver? My husband said no. People now ask my mother-in-law, how is this woman that is suffering? Everybody in Ishasha know my mother. Suffering, eating Augustine's money.
Husband based in, so mother based in Lagos.
Yes, he was in Lagos.
He based in Lagos?
Yes, sir. How can you say that this woman is eating your son's money? And I was very, very happy because they were asking Augustine, have you ever buy slippers for your mother-in-law? She said, no. My mother spent almost 1.5 years. Augustine never buy slippers. Augustine never for one day going out giving my mother money. And thank God that God disgraced the mother, disgraced the family that day. That one, I told my mother, no worry, come and go.
Let's do it this way.
Sir, please, let me say my mind. If I did not pull off my mouth, I will not be fine.
You know what
Let people hear my mind.
You know what I'm going to say?
No, sir.
Then listen to me. there should be no abusive.
I'm not abusive.
No, you said disgrace the family. That
No, I said it's God.
even in a God for that day, let that not repeat itself here.
Okay, sir. I will not.
You know what we are going to do?
Yes, sir.
Let's show some respect to both parties.
Okay, sir.
Even though you are not in good condition or good time with them,
Okay, sir.
just show respect when you are talking.
Okay, sir.
Because when he's also talking, when he will be talking at me, he will also not do that to your family.
Yes, sir.
Just narrate what happened. Whether God can't strike somebody down because of you, let's forget about that.
Okay, sir.
Right now.
So, after that,
You work out.
the mother left. And there is this shop that I was managing. He left the shop. He wanted to let out the shop. I told him, don't let this shop. Let me come. He said no, that I cannot do anything. That let him look for shop at Abeokuta. I said, okay, you can go to Abeokuta. Let me remain in this shop. Sir, I was in that shop.
Selling what?
Aluminium. The shop started booming. The shop started booming. The shop started booming. I have witness, I have evidence. People now knew me with that shop. So when him go to Abeokuta, he will be counting 100,000. Me, I may be counting 5 million. So he saw someone that was working with me. Collins. Yes, Collins is the boy name. So he now told me that I should not allow Collins, that Collins is stealing my money. I told him that no, Collins can never steal this money. He said I did not know that Collins is stealing the money, that this Abeokuta that he opened is no longer moving, that he want to come back to Aluminium Village with all pleasure. I said no wahala, oya come. I never knew that his problem that I invoked on myself when if he came, I will hustle, I will call customer. Sir, you can go from my back and verify. I will call customer. People will come and buy. If I'm going home, I mistakenly take 1,000. I will be queried on that 1,000 naira that I took. So I don't know when the brother came from the village, started staying with us in that same shop. I just one day, I just said that someone said, don't come to my shop again. I said, don't come to which shop? I was thinking it's a joke. I carried my bag. I entered Aluminium Village. He told me, go out from my shop. Get out from my shop. I said, me, that I should get out from your shop. The shop that I suffered with you. Everybody know me in this shop. That the mother said I'm the one, that the junior brother go and tell the mother that I was the one that tell his brother to send him out of his shop, which I never did. Even if I said so, we leave prompts the person that said is my husband to chase me out. And if this man is going out, despite I am having babies, he will drop 500. What will 500 to me and my twins?
And meanwhile, you're already making.
I'm making money in that shop. So before I know it, they collected the car key from me. So later.
Are you guys together? No.
So he collected the car key from me, sir. That the mother said she collected the car key. He collected the car keys. The next time, I just said, let me just go and try again concerning the shop. When I entered the shop, he said, oh yeah, get out from my shop. I said, Augustine, me, Obioma, get out of your shop. He said, yes. I said, listen, I should get out of the shop. My sweat. He said, yes, 3 times. And then wet. And I hit the floor. Then my sweat can never go in vain. My sweat will only go in vain if I offended any of your family or offended you. I came to your family. I never knew evil. I never knew wickedness. But your family rejected me when I needed them most. They collected the shop from me. And I give God the glory that they collected the shop. I call my uncle that I'm not doing anything, no. A friend of mine that is a banker came. That day was the day he dropped 500. So I made for feeding.
500 naira.
Yes, sir. Ngozi is alive. He works with Wema Banking. I just called. I called. Augustine.
Excuse me, madam. Excuse me.
I'm explaining. Let me explain my life.
Hold on a minute. Both of you, excuse me, sir. Both of you avoided camera, B.
Yes, sir.
Why?
Only people are hearing our voice.
No, wait. Why? Tell us why.
I don't want people to see my face. That's why.
Or you want people to
let them hear what is going on in life.
I will take you outside when I'm done with that.
Let them see what I'm passing through in life.
Now you are not the first person to cry, but listen to me. I'm not stopping you for crying. You need hanky, I will give you. You need basin, I will give you. This program started a long time ago, and you have been crying. You have your leg, you have your hand, you have car attached to you. You have your business.
They used to collect everything.
You, the one I know, was not collected when you came early this year. So
yes.
let me talk. Now, person when not do talk now, I would hear that cry, would just use it. That woman they cry, that woman they cry. In other words, you are more stronger than him. He's more stronger than you. Who know you can never say sorry, don't cry. What I am giving you people to is how to separate and take care of children. All this your cry is just crocodile cry because you wanted to hold that marriage the way you want it. Mm-hmm. You did not. If I show people the video today, they will not allow you to talk. They will not allow your husband to talk. Both of you should be condemned. But now that you still want to say something, calm down and say, let me tell you why I'm interrupting you. Don't call people name and describe them where they are working. Okay, you are hiding your identity and you are exposing somebody. If I'm going to expose you, you sign for it. Sorry. You are hiding your face, you call somebody's name, and you call where the person is working. Won't that person be easy to ask a question? There is one of my friends. Is it not when I'm doubting you, you will not tell me? If you doubt me, we can go to international bank. His name is Johnson. Why are you hiding your face and exposing people? Sorry. You may go on.
So when that lady came, because I normally took him, she's my sister, I took her like sister. So we went to my bedroom. I saw 500. I entered the kitchen, nothing. So the woman now said, "Papa, what do you have?" I said, "It's 500 though." I said, "It's 500 though." So I said, "Maybe let me call my husband." I called my husband. He said, "If you cannot use 500, if it cannot be enough for you, then leave it." I said, "With children sucking breast, 500. Then the lady now called me. Cut the call. Don't say anything. I will take you to where you will work today. If you continue staying here, hunger will kill you." The lady now take me to somewhere. When we get there, the man promised to give me $1,000,000. He's a wealthy man. He promised me to give me $1,000,000. I said, okay, no wahala. And the man gave me his condition and his term. I told the man that, let me go home and think. If it's to sell $1,000,000, I have the connection. That if
you are disturbing,
that I have my,
I don't know what gave you that mind to start disturbing my office.
That I have,
why you are not the one talking?
That I have my connection in terms of that even the business that my husband chased me away from his shop, that I was the one who brought the connection of the $1,000,000 there. Let me go and meet the man because the man knows me and the man like me. Let me go and ask him if he can be able to be supplying me $1,000,000. Why me call my family to raise money for me to start up the business? So I went to the man. I told the man. The man said, no wahala. I told him that my husband may came to stop it. The man said that he will not even allow him to stop it. That he can never stop him giving me goods. I said, okay, no wahala. He said I should go and call my family. So I called my brother, that is DSP. in this Lagos here, DSP Andrew Oko. I call my another other brother that they should please raise money for me, that I want to open a shop, that the business I'm doing, that my husband, that the mother said he should chase me out of town, he should suspend me out of the shop and collect car key from me. And if he's going out in the morning, he only drop 500 naira for me and the children, that the 500 doesn't go anywhere. So my brother was angry. What is 500? They now called him. Why will you be giving this girl 500? Okay, you have told him not to come to your business place again. Look for something for him to be doing. He told my family that he will look for something for me to do. 1 month, nothing. So, and I told my family that I'm starving. No, I told my family, call him. Let me use my hand and look for shop that I will stay. He now told my family that he did not want me to come to the business place, big village, that I should not come there. They don't want to see me there again. That he will give me 200,000 to go and be selling ogbono and crayfish. My brother now gets annoyed. How can a graduate be selling ogbono and crayfish? Where did you meet her when she was working? Is it not with ICO insurance? How much was her salary then? My brother now said, laye laye. My brother now said, did I know about the business we are doing very well? I said, yes, that I was the one who brought the connection.
You said you already met him and you are taking us back.
Yes, I'm just telling you the way it was.
No, you are taking us back. I am normal.
The man said I should go and meet
you are already
my family. And my husband said I will not come. Then my family now called him that he should forget about shop, that he will be the one to look for shop for me. So I get the first shop. He said he go and put their own the shop, that they should not let the shop to me. I called my family, they came again to come and shun him in the market. So when I get the second shop,
which year is
this is not even up to a year.
You know, say they always.
It's not up to a year.
You always listen, madam. Mr. Austin. So, you do come here to our office. You do come to lay allegation. Let me call it an allegation that you are the baby at home. You can't talk. You can't tell her keep quiet. You can't sleep with your eyes closed. You are afraid now. Yes, even sometimes you will come, you will say to even go leave our office, go. Na big trouble. But you just prove yourself wrong. That what you always come to tell us is nothing but lies. Lies in the sense that a tiger, a lion, a vampire that you have claimed you have make her to be, that you claim she is the same woman that been sitting here talking that you never allow her and you never allow me to talk. That means if you are doing this here, everything you told us must be lies in terms of who is attacking who. If you can do it here, then you must be lying. Now what about if you are talking now and this woman started talking back, trying to pay you back? I will chase both of you out because we don't allow such. Since you have break our rules and regulations here, and your wife now try to emulate you, then we will no longer attend to you people. You are allowed sitting here because of what she's saying, so that you may pick some from it. Otherwise, you are not supposed to be here listening. You are supposed to be outside, then you will also ask what happened. Then maybe you say something contrary to each other or say. Well, I allow you to be here so that you can respond to some of our allegations against you. I'm sorry. You are whining, you are talking, you are laughing, you just distracting everybody. I'm sorry, sir. Madam, go ahead when you cry finish. So, you need to wash your face. Drink water. I don't want you to shut off your tears.
So, and after that, My brother now said if I should find another shop, that I should not let him know till the day they will stop the shop. I now find another shop. I use another shop to give him as an example. So the day they now stop the shop, so he now came to me and tell me that how can I come to the same line with him? That he will not accept that. He's not going to accept that. My brother now tell him that, oh yeah, anything you want to do it. That was when I now told him, is either I stay in Salako, I marry you, or I stay in Salako and I leave the marriage. So when I made that comment, he saw that I'm very serious. He allowed me to come to the shop. So he never expected that I will sell. So God, the way God is doing his miracle, even as I'm sitting down here today, I don't know. He abandoned me and the children, no problem. He did all sort of things, no problem. So when he see that the shop is booming, he started taxing me that all the responsibility
not start with any of
with his
stuff.
money.
Okay.
He's now taxing me that all the whole feeding in the house, that I will be the one providing it. I said no problem. So I called my elder sister. Tell my elder sister, this is what Oga said though, that all the whole feeding in the house, that I will be the one taking the responsibility. My sister said, take it. Any man that did not want to take his responsibility and allows this woman to take his responsibility, that God will be diminishing his assets, that he can never prosper. I said, no wahala. I pick it up. I started taking the responsibility. So sometimes I will buy something. If the thing filled my head, when he comes back late, I will get angry. Even my sister will say, is it not this your husband that will wear from up to down? Kids will tell you that he did not have money. I said, what will I do now?
It's not fair. You know you are delaying also.
Yes, sir.
Something brought you here, trouble.
Yes, sir.
Listen, madam. I told you this case has been. I can't be feeding those that were not here when the case came up last time.
Okay, sir.
So taking us back is like you are in that. Excuse me, madam.
Sorry, sir.
Excuse me. For those of you who don't know them, this case we are revisiting it.
Okay.
So we are not supposed to listen to your statement again. And I told you, you said your mind is loaded. You want to discharge it. Madam, I allow you to discharge it. You should not take me from Genesis to Revelation. Please excuse me, madam, please. I am begging you. I'm not your husband.
Yes.
What do you mean? President handled this case almost the whole day, and people called in.
Okay.
Thereafter, we advise that we are going to involve therapists, professional. Oh, madam, we walk you out.
Sorry, sir.
Are you normal? No. Is your husband normal? No. You are saying surface of everything. Nobody will have mercy upon you here. So there is no need of saying it the way people will come out from social media and come and assist you. You are a big problem in that marriage, and your husband is a disaster in that marriage. We are concerned about the children and their well-being. Why are you not telling people the truth? You are just like bird of the same feather. What affected your marriage is what we should be talking about. No more marriage. Then why are you going back and forth that if you want to go back to the marriage? This case has been taken care of before. Statement has been given. Excuse me. What I still want you to talk, but you should know you have never said anything reasonable as in direct or straight since.
Okay, sir.
My husband did this to me, and he drove me out of the house, collected all my money. I went to meet one Mr. Johnson, or no name. He gave me business. My brothers, they are aware. That chapter never cover 1 year. He don't cover 1 year. How your parents talk, how one of your sister talk. You want to say everything. Okay, good. That means the business is not his with evidence. I know where you are going. It's not bringing money. If you say na lie, I will tell you how I withdraw money and take care of my family. The evidence are there. You have made 1 whole year, 2 year statement covered. Now what now happen? He beat me. Why did he beat you? That day say I go out, I no fit come. No be say I go out. You never cover beating aspect. You have covered beating aspect. You are a drug addict. Why are you drug addict? Now your husband concern because they excuse me madam, I have your videos here. So let's go straight to point. You are drug addict. You inject yourself. You do all sorts of things. The videos are there. You will get drug and leave motor in the street and go to different direction. They will go and bring that motor. You will get drug and sleep on top of your children. You go and bring it. You will get drug, inject yourself. Blood will fill the whole house. Blood will just be flowing as if the vein has cut. So how can a children live with that? How can husband live with that? Your husband is not good. You are not good. You did not stop drug. He did not change his attitude. You fight him in the market for a certain reason. Say the marriage is not working. You still want to talk wetin the mother do, wetin the father do, the father don die. Simple as abcd. Let's leave that one.
God knows I'm not a drug addict.
Excuse me. I will tell you the truth, and if the truth make you to face the other direction,
instead I take my life. I am not a drug addict.
You will stop the drug.
I am not a drug addict. Take me to any level.
No, you will stop the
Take
drug.
me to any level. Go and call any doctor. They come and test me. I am not a drug addict, and I can never be a drug addict.
Why you are taking the drug? If it's your mind,
I am taking sleeping pills. It's not an addict. That is what you taught people. Everybody is telling me I'm taking cocaine. I am not taking cocaine. I am not an addict. I am not a drug addict. Because of this, I can kill myself. I am not a drug addict. Let them take me to psychiatrist hospital. I don't have anything to say again. Take me to psychiatrist hospital. Except if my edema is not needed. Augustine, the injection you take, the drug as well that you take, you call me a drug addict.
Both of you take
People
drugs.
will be telling me this.
Both of them take drugs, but the system of
and I have God. God, you can never sleep. You are the God of vengeance. God, you are the God of vengeance. Augustine, we will pray for this. Augustine, we will pray for this. Sir, I am a drug dealer. No problem. I'm here. Augustine, I don't have anything with you. Talk, sir, separate us. I want to go to my
room. You come and sit and let's get the separation.
No problem. I am hearing.
How much is it?
I believe there is God.
How much is it giving the children now?
I don't, nothing, I don't want. I'm okay.
Sir, how much is
nothing, there is nothing.
Every week for the family.
Everything you do. Everything you do.
Because you have to sign on that separation. How much you will return. You will be paid through human rights.
It should not pay. It should not pay.
Then you now.
Separation.
You have to leave the house.
I'm leaving.
Then
I've already left.
Then you come and sign it. You can't see yourself every day. You fight. Both of you fight yourself. And you say you are bringing children up in the right way.
Except if God is not alive. But if I somehow and make you Augustine to eat this square meal, when even when one was asking for you and your parents, my God will fight you. Augustine, because of woman, I never begged you for one day to marry me. I believe there is God of vengeance. Even if there is nobody to speak for me, you will not go in jail.
Secretary. Come and give this man the mic.
You will not go in jail.
At least you have talked for.
You will not go in jail.
You have talked for almost 1 hour.
Sir, don't worry.
Give me mic.
Let them take me to psychiatric hospital.
How much are you giving these people? And what are the evidence? Use your mic, please.
Thank you, everybody. Well, I'm not here to challenge my wife. All I need is.
Take me to the village, from here to the village.
Now, please, okay, I'm not your husband.
It's not my husband.
No, I am not your husband. If you don't respect me, get out of this place.
You should take me to
You understand? If you are under any influence, you should not know where to come in here. So now, since you talk for 1 hour, you don't have something reasonable to talk. Let your husband talk.
I never for one day in my life I took drugs.
Yeah, if you perform that thing again, you know you have signed for your video to be shown. If you perform that nonsense again,
let everybody all over the world see me. I am not a drug addict. My husband said I'm a drug addict from God. People will be visiting me on my street. Sir, please divorce. Take me to my village. Take me to my village. I have family. This is not marriage. Let that girl enter. Maybe somebody is about to enter. Let the person enter.
Madam, what is your purpose of taking drugs?
Me, drugs. Me taking drugs. Sir, you will ask me why am I taking sleeping pills?
Okay, why are you taking sleeping pills?
It's because of depression. Let me take you to
your mind. Come and sit down and tell us why you are taking.
I'm done.
Why are you injecting yourself? Is that the kind of
it's a sleeping pills, yes.
That you inject yourself?
You are a pharmacist. You are a lawyer.
I'm not a lawyer.
You are a judge. Tell your daughter to go to that place and buy you promates. Even small children, if they are announcing or they find it hard to sleep, they take promates. And he will bring it. They will say, yes, he's doing it. Augustine, except if there is no God. Maybe your father said, people should not maltreat me, as if they have seen it. Except if there is no God. But I promise you there is God. You will not go unpunished. None of your family will go unpunished.
Madam, you love your children.
I want to go with my children.
Yes. If you love your children, with evidence we have so far, you will not go with your children.
Nobody can collect my child. Or else I die.
The evidence can.
Or else I die. You put me in prison.
Because you will get drug.
Me got drug.
Sleep on top of children.
Go and ask if that
break everything at home while the children are there.
He arranged
so it.
He was the one who arranged it and snap it. He arranged this, understanding? He arranged and snap it. He was the one who arranged and snap it. Sir, please divorce later. Let me take me to my family. I'm done.
Because they don't do divorce yet. We will refer you people to the appropriate authority.
Divorce. Let me go.
You people have been fighting since Monday or since yesterday. When was the last time you fought?
I'm not fighting anybody.
Yes.
Use your mic. Can't hear you. Said you want to shout like your wife. Use your mic.
I don't want to go back to the previous stage.
You have
settled those ones.
You will send your baby to go come and beat me. God will fight. God will fight.
There is no how, God knows, even house people and the upper people know. I bought things for my children.
How much did you give her monthly or daily?
I'm giving her 15,000 every Saturday to go and buy only food stuff. After that, I will buy anything my children is using in the house, being pampers and their feeding or their meal. I buy it. Listen, last week I told her, if you buy a pin for this baby you call your children and you be making angry on it, don't buy. If you need anything in the house, it's your duty to tell me in the morning, Oga, this is don't finish you. I give you money. If any day you ask me for money or she know where we buy something from the provision shop here, she went there. I told her, go there and buy anything you want. Pay the guy to call me. I have his account number. If I pay, I snap the transfer and send to him. So whenever she buy anything in the house and come back, she will pay. The whole house will know. I say, why? Let assuming you find me today, you did not say, can't you take care of this children? Nobody will hear about it. Why if you do a penny in the house, The whole world will hear it. Okay, to cut it short down, don't buy it again with your money. Tell me, I will buy. Now, food will be in the house. The little children, they are taking care of the house. I will provide for them. We have rice, we have everything. Who cook on Saturday? There's no how
Did
what.
you give her money? Is it through transfer or cash?
No, I give her cash.
So you never make any transfer?
I do make transfer to her.
That's it, 15,000.
Yes, I do make transfer. I do make transfer 12,000. I do make transfer 15,000. Even this last.
Let's talk about
Let's
the shop.
Okay, now the
How
shop.
many shops do you people have?
Thank you. I'm coming there. The shop she's saying that she built is the shop I have, and I make things before I saw her married her.
The one she is now.
Listen, oh, she said I throw her out of her shop. That is my shop where I see her and married her. Now we start family. I say, let me look for a branch at somewhere. Fine woman will be staying here. Let me go over there. I'll be going there morning and the night. Morning and the night, every day. And the thing is giving me headache. She took in. I don't want to go over those ones because it's a woman talk. She took in. I have to give my wife for general hospital for 4 good months bed rest. I paid. I keep her on December 26th. I keep her on hospital, general hospital. I keep her on 26th December till March 21 bed rest. To the extent I'm going to the hospital every evening. If I close my shop, I will go there and see her and come back home and go to shop. And I see the true distance is too much.
Hold on, sir. Hold on. Let me tell you and other people that are watching something they need to know.
Okay.
This statement has been taken before.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute, sir. I did this today because I felt she's the best. Yeah. And I know who she is. Apart from you showing me video, she do come to me, and I'm a grown-up man, and with my experience in this work, I know when somebody is fine or not. So sometimes I give her time. She will be around our office just to make sure she's calm. So today again, saying, I cannot talk, my brain, that's why I allow her for 1 hour. This is not supposed to take 10-15 minutes for both of you because I don't need statement. You understand? So now I don't also want you to give me statement. With the condition of these children, the situation around your environment, your children, and your place of work or business, I want to ask few questions. Okay. Okay. Call the man. It's a police station. He's waiting for you. Go now. Talk what? Okay. Transport. He's not to be responsible for that, but just hold this one your book. Call me before you enter the station. I have something to tell you. So now we are going to do it like this. Is the marriage still working?
Sir, to tell you the truth, this life we are living, if you didn't control yourself, you will cause a problem that will harm you for life. I have already told her I need separation. There is a time I told her, be in this house. I think what I have been observing her. If she didn't see me 1 week, she will calm down. I tell her, I want to go to my sister's place. Whatever you need with these children, I'll be providing for you. Because I can't be able to be sleeping in the house.
If you answer, you wait. Have you answered me?
Yes.
Did you see it working?
It's not working for now. It's not working. Okay. Seriously, it's not working.
This shop, how many shops do you have?
I have only one shop.
But she have a shop?
Yes.
Okay. Then she's saying the truth that she have her own shop.
She have her own. I have my own.
Very good.
Yeah.
Good. Since she have her shop, it's very easy. has she been coming to your own shop to attack you?
That is it. That is the
I
problem.
don't know. I don't go to shop. Oh.
That is the problem. She always comes to my shop at
When
that.
was the last time she came there to attack you?
It was the last one we discussed 3 months ago that made us to come to your office.
Okay, that was the last time.
Yes.
And she's not that violent because you are in the same market and she's not attacking your way. Then it can be controlled. Call madam, for I know her, that's why they take easy with her. The truth of the matter is that both of you are taking the same whatever you call it. So if I can hold on now, not everybody had the carry madness. Everybody they crazy. So I hope you know my brother. All of us, the madness is our real madness, one that take naked. It is out, but not everybody fit carry. I smoke Igbo, you smoke. Igbo na make that man a man. Igbo not make you man, not me say you not the Igbo smoker. This thing, now your wife, they don't attend to this case, but your wife say now you people introduce this thing. And madam, president of this organization, come and they find out that this man sef
is the one that
is the one, excuse me sir, you know about it, na you make your wife know am. But if your wife come see say she have too much stress, instead of taking it once in a month, e come dey take am every day, e don turn to drug na. Did you know what is called drug? Igbo must not be drug. Cocaine is not what they call drug. You see this cough syrup, na drug because you abuse it, because it intoxicates you. These two of you, if we want to deal with you because of children, none of you will see those children. But both of them can wait now, because none of you were good. So now, since now you get your shop, your husband confirm and say now you get am. Say na one he get, that means he get him own. You get your own. And for the past 3 months, you have not come to attack him. That means you can control yourself. Sorry for calling you drug addict because I've seen such. So now you abuse the drug. It's an abuse, you abuse it. You are not addicted because you are addicted to it now. You know if you control yourself here. So now, madam, sit down first. Then we hit the nail at the head. So now, what do you want, madam? Give her mic. What I mean, what you want, both the marriage, children, everything. Sit down for back, make your face not show. Sit down for that same place, this same place where you sit down before.
Since the family have given him a new wife, let him take me back to my family. And the business, that shop that he has, I have the children for him. I have twins for him. The shop should be shared into 2.
His own?
Yes. Because my own shop, he did not rent a shop for me, and his 1 naira is not there. And my money is with him. When he was in Abeokuta, he should bring out his statement of accounts.
Okay, hold on first, madam. Before I miss this word, that is not what I asked about.
I'm telling you, that's what I want.
Be coming down. Just be coming down, okay? Can you sleep without taking that thing?
Sir,
You use your mind.
I swear with my
Use
life.
your mind. Can you?
I swear with my life. Okay, let me come to your house and sleep tonight. Take me to your house and sleep.
Okay, just
Go my junior one and
don't worry,
ask.
just answer me. Can you?
When even sleeping afternoon,
Okay.
I don't. Is any day that he went, he did not come back.
Okay.
That was when I would go and buy medicine that will make me to sleep.
Okay.
I sleep normally.
Okay, why not use the one they swallow? Why injecting? That is why I'm afraid that because I travel a lot.
Is the one
When
that,
you begin to inject yourself.
that injection has been long since president said I should not.
Yeah,
So I went to Mobonike.
Yeah.
So I told them. So you can call the doctor. They now wrote Sweetlone. Even Mobonike.
Okay, you are not doing that again.
No, I don't do
Okay,
it.
now let me tell you. You know, they said some people say they still know your face because your face was shown last time. But however, those who know her face know she's a very pretty woman, and the man is also a young, handsome man. Both of you still have future without each other,
Yes.
even with each other.
Without.
So why do you want to kill yourself in this marriage? Tell us, why do you think as young as you are saying they must carry you like basket of onions go return you, that you cannot stay on your own and see the situation of things and take care of yourself and your children without him?
Not, I can
Use your
stay
mind.
without him.
This one you will leave here and go there, now you get your leg.
Without him, I can stay. But this is not the kind of marriage, as in
No
the kind
more
of
man,
life.
marriage is not working.
This
Now
is
that
not
it's
the kind of
working,
life.
what do you, what can we do for you?
This is not the kind of life I wished myself. But the family, the mother, the sister, said they will not be alive for me to be in that home. And now I know that they have, all of them have concluded that I will leave. I am ready to leave. Just that if I'm going, I will go meet with my children. Then my money that is in his hand,
You are
he
not
should
ready
give
to
me my
go. Let
money.
me tell you.
I'm going.
No,
I'm
let me
going.
help you.
So I'm going.
Can I help you?
Okay, sir.
Marriage or no marriage? In a situation like this, let me tell you, if really you are sincere to yourself, how it works. Thank God you are not poor. You are not poor, even though you are not like Dangote. None of us is even like Dangote. If you can eat and pay your bills, you are not poor. Madam, I thought na you I wan talk to. Na you dey make me dey see you like how you dey go. I no like am. If dem wan talk to you, you will distract everybody, both the one talking to you and talking to the rest.
Sorry, sir.
So now, if really you want to help yourself as a woman that have value for herself, as a woman that look like how you look like you are still under 16 or 17 or 18, as a woman that if you did not tell any man or anybody that you have children, that they will always believe that you don't have children, then you don't love yourself in the first place. Self-love, self-esteem is the best love. Your husband cannot give you that love. Your wife cannot give you, not your neighbor or your family. If you put yourself in a position whereby you honor yourself, people will honor you. Your marriage is not working. I must be sincere to you. I don't care how you want to feel, but I care how the truth will make way for you. If not today, but tomorrow. Madam, this man has destroyed you. Let's believe he's the one that has destroyed you. You almost have destroyed.
I've destroyed, but I leave it for God.
Hold on, we all know God. So now, this man makes you to know that P you are taking. And you take it, you don't take it when you people are happy, you take it when you that is still destroying you because he hasn't keep up 1 hour. You are supposed to still be talking. Now write it and write that thing down. And then you wait, I will aesthetic it, I will allow you to say it, but don't let me miss words. I'm a human being as well now. If I miss word, I'm not the right hand, so they bother me for my head. So, madam, if really this man has destroyed your enemy this far, and not that you are poor, not that he cannot stand to be taking care of children, and you don't want to give yourself breathing space, not him. You don't want to go and stay for a year and see, will this marriage work? You don't want to stay for 2, 3 months and see, without him. So if I cannot see him, am I still injecting myself? Am I still taking pill? You don't even love yourself. You don't even want to see what you can do for yourself. You guys are like the partners in crime. Marriage is not working and none of you is poor. Why not give yourself 3 months? 3 months, then that 3 months from today, you snap yourself picture here. If it's starting from this month, You will assess your mind if you are still taking pill when Augustine didn't come home, and maybe you are not taking that 3 months. You will see yourself if you are still doing all this kind of something, or you are still fighting people, say, what did you say, what did you do? Then after 3 months, you will not talk to yourself without the human right. Say, I feel like saying this marriage was actually destroying me. I don't think I need it. You understand? So no matter if you like point your finger from now till tomorrow, I am the one talking, and if any other person can talk, it should be your husband. But hold on a minute. I ask you what you need. What you say, you were counting how to divide account, divide shop, divide this, divide that. Madam, this is the last day you will come here again with the same issue because you are not ready for our mediation. If you are ready for our mediation, it should be like when fire is burning in your home, real fire. You may not even go inside to go and look for your savings, your life savings. First, what you do, you run with your life first. Maybe later, the firefighters come, they start pouring water and it's coming down. You go and check if you have anything left. Or in your case, fire is burning. You are inside the fire looking for your savings, which you cannot even find immediately. And there is heavy fire burning down the house. That is exactly what you are doing to yourself. This is not a place where they separate, but let me tell you an advice. Let me give you an advice. If I am you, and if I am Austin, but I don't want to be any of you because I just want to be myself. If it's possible to be Austin, I will ask Austin, go out of that house. We will sign. I don't want you to be seen, not even in that environment. From so time, maybe in a week or few days or today, if he can pack his things, he will sign. Then he will also sign that 15,000 you say you are paying every week, which is 60,000 in a month. Be paying that 60,000 or 50,000 to your account and write, madam, don't argue me, even though you may not agree. Did you know I can also not manage you? No, you know I'm a full grown up man with wife and children. Do you know what I have experienced in you? I'm not giving this man credit because wetin make respect in a craze when go dey disturb other people. They should check who cause him craze. Na that person they will go bring. This man now, he no marry you like this. He don spoil your enemy. Good and fine, but you are using it to affect me, make me wey not spoil you. You can't even keep quiet and allow me to talk for 1 second. So na me come be Austin now, we come dey receive the blow. You can't even respect me to let me talk if I know what I'm saying is not making headway here. So now, if you ask me whether marriage will come again or never, Austin have to leave that house with immediate effect. And Austin should still be paying that money as usual.
You know I'm paying the house rent.
Mother, listen now. You be big woman, very well dressed.
So madam, me, sir, in my mind, let him take me to the village. Then when my people,
okay. What you will do, take that mic from her, let her go to the village, let us take you to the village.
Yes.
And remember that we are not your village people. I hope you know that. So nothing should make you come back here because remember, I am a Yoruba man, although I never look like any of them. I am not close to your tribe, to your village. So anything that will bring you to any of our office again, that means you are there to meet your village people. If you go to any of me, sir, if you go to any of our office, that means you should go there and greet your village person. Hence, you know that your village people is the way. And you have been the one calling and asking for this same opportunity. And you are still the one that called today and narrated that there is a fight or there was a fight, that you need an intervention. And now getting here, you now see that I am from your children, that I am your village person that need to take you to your village. Henceforth, don't come here because except your village person has started working here. So what you people
what
will
I
do,
mean is that, you know,
you did not allow me to go. You told me
don't be
what you
offended.
need is your village.
Don't be offended.
I am
This
going
is-
away.
Sir, no.
So you have been raising your
Sir,
finger. However you raise it, you
no,
go to your
I
village.
want to say something.
If
You take your
I
money.
did traditional marriage, so if we are separating, I want to separate from him. Yes, in case if anything should wrong,
I hope you know you have
if
issue.
anything happen,
But do you really know you have
they will not
problem?
go and hold him.
You
They
wait.
should take me to
Do
my
you
village.
know you have problem?
Everybody have problems now.
But you know your own. Because I know my own. Did you think it's wise that you be talking back at everybody? You are the queen.
I'm not the queen.
You are the queen. And you think even if not Austin, that another man will take it except your problem is over. And if this is who you are, then it's a pity. Austin, say what you want to say and then get all of
Please, I want to say something concerning about you.
So you don't have
So
brain. So you and you are carrying it. That is what is bringing problem. The problem I'm having with you is their shower you are carrying. Tell them that is their shower you are carrying that is problem between me and you. Drug is not medicine of sickness is not my
she
problem.
doesn't want me to.
It's their shower that is the problem between me and you.
listen.
Because I've not finished my
Let
talk.
me tell you.
I did not finish my talk. It's the shower that is bringing problem between me and you. It's not even the sleeping pills. It's the shower you are carrying that is bringing problem. And the 500 you are giving to me that is bringing problem.
Mr. Austin,
Sir,
what?
It's the shower and the bar
visited your family.
and the club we are doing
all of
that
them,
is.
they are fun. They are even aware of
I'm
this.
not saying you should tell me their conclusion. What I ask is what you answer.
The family said I should go.
I said the family, the village people,
He has never.
have they talked?
They have talked.
Yeah.
They have talked and settled everything. But her case
Use
is
your mind.
all of them has talked, even all their village people, they have talked. But I don't want to go into what they talk or not. After every issue, even all of them in this Lagos come to my house and settle everything. I say, okay, no problem.
You are still carrying a shower. If it's not their shower, we will not be fighting you.
God.
If it's not their shower, we will not be fighting you.
Open up for this woman to God. To hell with you.
Thank you, sir.
You think any man will like this nonsense you are doing?
That's why I said I want to go. Let their
Go
shower come.
adjust the program in the
Austin,
world.
carry a shower. You give it a 500 naira. 200 person, give it a 500.
Close door, man. Just open for us.
Carry your shower. Carry your shower everywhere. Maybe you have disease.
So what I'm saying is that actually they told her about the injection. It is when she was admitted in hospital, general hospital, because she was there with pregnancy and the contraction. So if the thing come, they will give her the injection. So the woman keep on telling her when the head of the nurse tell her to stop requesting for this injection. That is where she learned the injection. And the woman keep on telling her, if you ever born, don't go back to this injection. It will affect you. If you have luck, some people, the thing lasts their body for 3 months, 6 months. They will be behaving somehow. But what you will do yourself is that you will not like is, if you leave this hospital from this moment and near that injection again, it will cause you a very big problem. So that is where she learned the injection, not me introducing to her. You can go to general hospital. I have the woman number. I can call her. She will testify that she warned her often and on. Don't near this injection anymore. Without knowing that she go back and start buying the injection. And how she bought it, they cannot sell the medicine to you. How she's bought it, she will make a friend to every pharmacy. and tell them the drugs there, that she's selling drugs, that she's a nurse. They will sell it to her, and she will use herself hand to give herself the injection and sleep. So please, I'm not the one that introduced her on it. That is it.
All right, Austin, I'm going to advise you. You know, there is nobody with his or her right senses that will behave the way she's behaving. In that case, I don't need to take it like personal or like she know what she's doing. If you are here to condemn your husband and you are doing this, nobody with his or her right senses that will want to do that. So let's believe she's still depressed.
That is it.
She's depressed. So, but you know, depression can affect both parties. You can be killed because she's depressed. She can take herself because she's depressed. So, if I am you, you will go to court. You, not her. You will go to court. And before you do that, I'm not saying you should run away from her. You have her account number. Use your mind. You have your account number.
I have an account number.
I'm not saying you should go. I'm
Don't
only talking. Then pick the ones you want to pick and leave the rest.
Okay.
Why I'm saying court? We treat cases that both are willing to comply with peace. We are not psychiatric hospital or doctors. You understand? So in this,
it is the violence she's giving
in this,
and she's tired of this.
meeting down here. I'm talking now. So in this case, one of you can kill yourself. And for you not to say we did not foresee it, we did not notice it, then you that is still claiming to be okay, you should be the one to take the necessary action. And what are the action you take? Because this video might resurface. I don't pray for bad things. The video will show that I want you, not so. Authority that can prevent both of you, because the issue is that you people have shop in the same market. So I cannot tell you now, Austin, and meanwhile, if I say how, you every day you go to market.
There's no issue. We don't stay the same place.
Hold on now, you don't know what you are talking about. You are still it should be settled before you can go that market and she will be on her own, even though you are sending money. Hello? Please tell me the next 1 hour now. So I'm just advising you, I'm not saying you should take it also. As far as you are still the half normal person among two of you, now take this, but you may not use it. The only way both of you can be in that market. Just mark my word. It's only settlement. When I mean settlement, not settlement to come together. There must be something that that guides both of you by law. In this office of the human rights, in a situation like this, we cannot tell you go and do this to your wife or go and do this to your husband. But if it's just ordinary case, we don't even need the other party when it's making us. We know what to do. But this is marital issue and children are involved, business or business is involved. And this marriage, as far there is an influence between both of you, it's not going to work ordinarily. And if you want it to work, when I mean work, either to separate or to come together, you will use your own leg, move, go to court. Then the court is to, not that I'm not saying you should go and separate, the court is to tell her so presume to violence in that market, stay on your own. You stay on your own. That is first in that business. So now you people will be in that business, in that same market without no issue. Even though she wanted to talk to you, but she see you inside, say, hey, I've not been hearing for you. There will be no issue because that is called content. Content of course, rather. So now, if you really know you are normal and you love yourself, you as you move here next week before this time, it doesn't take anything. We can within 2-3 days it will come out. I'm not saying you should go and divorce her. I'm saying because you people live in the same market, then they will fight for both of you to stay away from each other's business and market. So now, when that one is going on, you people are still trying to know if the marriage will work. As you are paying money to her account for children upkeep, you are paying their school fees, and remember, you left the house and she said she's the one paying for the house. So if she's not the one paying, keep on paying because of your children and she's still one leg in, one leg out.
I'm the one paying.
Then if you are the one paying, still keep on paying. If you are not the one paying, try and be paying.
Me.
Hold on, sir.
Okay.
Because you said they take the sleeping tablet. So if anyhow you talk now, me, I will not do first. I will let you say you can control your, if you not say you can control and work. So now, this is me and our final resolution over your wife and you yourself with this office. Except some other things have to bring you here. Except some other things have to bring her here. In respect of this case, none of you should visit any of our office because you people has go against our rules, regulation, and our policy as well. I must not be a violent person towards you people for you to know that you are not allowed to visit any of our offices worldwide in respect of this same issue. But as for the advice, because of the children and the society that may be troubled if incident triggered, I advise you to do this. So help us God. This is my word. Have a graceful day. All right, my people, you see, marital issue or any kind of issue is like one person taking us to the river, and when get to the river and the horse is not willing to drink water, the whole community cannot force that horse to drink water. And for those of you who know us know that we don't take nonsense from any of our branches. And for those of you who also know that if it's not for marital issue and depression issue, we don't take this nonsense. Hence, we will not want to receive them again because they have go against our rules. God bless you. And for those of you who don't know them, this case has been given full attention before. Almost nothing come out of it. And this is the second time I thought it's something we can just sit down together and say, okay, you know what? All right, let's take care of children and let this man go and get where to stay maybe 3 months. And let's see after 3 months if they have anything good in themselves, if they have any feeling, if they have any love, if they have any reason. But we have seen in so many occasions that after 3 months you still see Juma come say, no. Nana even though say I was in darkness, I don't need that man. So since it's 3 months is enough for you to say I am moving on or I'm coming back. So, and if we don't have any reason to be together, why should we force ourselves and kill ourselves in the first place? And if you are not giving us the opportunity to do what we are supposed to do, why do you need somebody around you? Yes, so I am running away. Waiting. If I do this kind of case 2 times, the whole way go down my neck, if water enter, I know will come out. So, you know this thing, this office of this kind noise or this thing, me I don dey pull myself out already. Because all this one you want to make sure hope is settled by force, you go come be like one man wey dey stress like that never chop money because of work of the manager. I dey try to do one off one on. So if I see anyone wey no give me voice to explore my wisdom, so why should I force myself? How many of una don settle me and my wife? Abi na think say we no dey quarrel. We put our heads together and say no, you were too harsh on me. I say okay, to this and that. Okay, we come together again. So talk more of helping you to make sure even being an enemy. You know you cannot settle 2 people without being an enemy to one person. You talk to the wife anyhow, the husband smile, everything settled. The wife say don't mind that man. If you talk to the husband anyhow, the wife smile say don't mind. The woman will say don't mind now, you don't go see am. So settling 2 parties has never been an easy thing, but we thank God we always do it the way God is directing us to do it. And if you don't want to fail in life, you will die failing. You will die with failure. So if there are cases you think they are not giving you the opportunity and you still want to push harder, you have yourself to blame. If it's even governmental organization where you must receive your billions or millions of salaries a month with allowances, they still fail. They just do small say abeg make I no kill myself, my salary is waiting for me. Talk more of what are we doing it for? We are just doing it for humanity. This case not be here. And I will not even advise president to welcome this set of people again. You carry this woman go court for it, she go enter prison. You carry am go court, she go enter prison because she has no right to talk in court or talk back or be even it. The only good thing dem do for am when you show picture, the picture say instead of prison dem carry am go yapa, no be say you dey talk anyhow. Am I your husband? We are working anyway related. My wife say I can't talk like that. Open the door for am make she comot.